Guys, this is the showdown we all been waiting for. On this side, we got the Yeezy Pods from China. They look good. I ain't gonna hold you. They look good. And listen, you're gonna be surprised what they've been working on. And you got the Yeezy Pods from Italy. You know what I'm saying? Look at it, Italy. These don't even have it. These don't have it. So you can already lift your foot up and show the difference. Now let's talk about these, man. Let's talk about the pods and what we think about them. First off, I just want to tell you guys right off the bat, when you get your Yeezy Pods, the ones from Italy, I don't know, because these just came in and they came in and they're China. So all the rumors are right. When you get them and they come in the black bag, just know right off the bat, these are the ones made in China. And if you get yours, if you're lucky enough, I don't know how they would mix the orders, but maybe it'll happen. If you get yours and yours are in a brown bag like that, that's the ones from Italy, aside from them saying they're Italy on the bottom. Now, let's talk about how these things are the same first off. First off, if you look at the bottom of the things, they look the same. They look the same. No noticeable differences there. The bottom looks the same. The heels are the same. You understand? You still got the dots for the siding. You still got the dots right here. And you have the made in Italy here. And over here, it is absent. Yes, ladies and gents, it is absent from this shoe. However, unless somebody lifts their foot, you wouldn't really tell. Another thing that I noticed is that they looked a little brown when I reviewed them. But compared to the ones from China, these are actually a little darker. These are actually a little darker. The rubber that they use in them is somewhat similar, but these are just a little tiny. You're going to have to compare them side by side. Somebody walking down the street, there's no way in the world you would ever notice unless you got by their feet. If you're some type of foot sniffer, you're probably headed to the pen anyways, because you shouldn't be sniffing people's feet. But aside from that, they are the same. They are the same. Could barely notice that. But there are some differences. And hold tight, we're going to talk about the differences. But first, we're going to talk about how they're the same. Then we're going to get into the differences, because you're going to be surprised with the differences. First, let's look at the bag. You got a nice black bag. The ones from China, the bags, let's put the bags side by side. The bag is noticeably smaller, like way smaller. Like, look, this is a new bag that you're getting. I'm just putting them on top for comparison. Look, that bag is way smaller. And it's black. The ones from China, the bag is black. I saw people and even myself, I was like, Dag, is that a little brown? But now you can see this bag right here is brown. So that's one big difference. Nobody really cares about the bag, but I'm like a bag guy. If you look inside, what does it say inside? I don't know. Can we read that? It's made from polyester, all this stuff. And it says made in China. You see that right there? Made in China. Of course, we got to give it a little smell test. That don't smell like anything. Usually stuff smells like chemicals, but that don't smell like anything. Whereas the other bag does not have any, the one from Italy, it doesn't have anything in it stating it's from here, it's from there, anything like that. So that's one thing. You already right off the bat, the bag is saying made in China. Now and I'm going to put them on my feet too so you can see, but you know, who knows if you'll see. It's not really like a big thing. But here, ladies and gentlemen, the time we've all been waiting for. There is differences in the way of the shoe is made and the quality. Now, for all the people just tuning in, or if you forgot, China's on the right or left, whatever. This is the China side. This is the Italy side, okay? First, we're going to talk about physical stuff, like stuff you could see. Aesthetic stuff you could see. Then we're going to talk about the actual physical stuff that I've noticed that have been different, right? So we're looking at this darn thing. We're looking. They look pretty much the same. However, look, don't forget, China, Italy, all right? And I'm going to say China and Italy too, but just when you're looking. Now, looking at the China ones, right? This is the ones from China. If you look at the toe, we are seeing glue. We see a little glue. Is it noticeable? It's not really noticeable when you get it on, but we see glue. Along the sides, the fit and finish is good. Along the sides, however, On the Italy ones, you notice they actually have some type of, you could see the spandex line on them. You can't see the line on this one. You can't see it. And if you do see a line, you see that this line is wider. Can you see how wide that thing is? And that's, you're going to feel a little different on your foot. You're going to feel it on your foot. It's going to be a little different. Now you look at this, it's the same thing going there. You don't really see the line, but that line, if you could see it, it's only that wide. So that's a little difference. And like I say, you can't see these things. In the back, you could see the little reinforced box in the back. So, you know, your foot doesn't wear them out. On this one, you could see it. But I don't know if it's less quality. This is the one from China. China already has strikes against it. We could see the glue a little bit. And if you're looking at the back, we could feel it, but it's not as sturdy. This one is sturdy. The one from Italy, all over sturdy. The sock is sturdy. This sock is, I don't know if it's sturdier or softer, but this is noticeably, like, this is like comparing a pair of Carhartts. Like, I would say Italy is Carhartts. Like, if you ever felt Carhartt material, it's not that rough, but I'm just saying the difference. Carhartts versus jeans. You know, day-to-day use, you're not going to notice, but there is a difference. There is a difference. This one right here from Italy, that's thicker noticeably. This one is softer. And when you put it on, it feels softer and everything. So I don't know if that's a plus or a minus. You guys decide, but that's what I noticed. Now, when we flip them over and we feel, this is the one from China. I'm feeling the China one. So already the China has some glue. You can see some glue, and also the material feels a little thinner. And the sock box, this little box in the back, I call it the sock box. Pause for the guy that hates when I say pause. It feels, you can feel the difference. Like, this one definitely feels sturdier. This one doesn't feel as sturdy, but they still feel good. When I say as, it's not like a big difference. When I'm squeezing on them, you know, this is the one from China. It got the cushion. The cushion is real thick. Now let's go squeeze this one. The cushion is real thick on this one too. But, oh, you can see a little glue on that one too. A little something, but it's not as pronounced as the one from China. This one, let's go by. When you go to the big toe port, this is one from Italy. The big toe is real thick there. This one is lacking. The one from China, the big toe part, the cushion in there is lacking. This one, it feels like the big toe cushioning actually gets bigger and badder. It's lacking on the China one. So the China one, and this is the one we're all going to be getting soon. This one is a little thinner cushioning, little thinner. You could feel it, but that's if you put them side by side. Now let's see in the back. Pause for my pause guy. This guy's gonna curse me. Yo, don't curse me out in the comments. I have to say it. Now in the back, the cushion is nice and thick. It feels good. The cushion, I would say the cushioning in the back, if there's differences, it's marginal. It's like little tiny differences. It's nothing that you're going to go crazy about. Now, this was a thing I told you guys before. If you look, now we're back to the bottoms, right? The bottoms, they look the same. I didn't count the lines. Here, if there's some guy out there that want to count the lines, these are the lines from the one from Italy, and these are the lines from China. If you're like, it has more or less lines. Like, if you ain't got nothing to point out the lines, you could do it. Now, this little piece of rubber that connects the two, over here, you can feel it. It's kind of sturdy. It's wide, thick, feels good. This one over here, this is the one from China. I would say they feel the same. Now, let's put them side by side. Is there anything different? Now, when I put them side by side, these are the same sizes too, by the way. They're pretty much the same. There's no noticeable differences. I say if you were fortunate enough to get the ones from Italy, the build quality will be slightly better. Like, if you and your friends take them off at the same time, it'll be different, but it's nothing to go crazy about. Nothing at all. And also, I would say the ones from Italy, they are a little darker. Let's put them side by side. If you're looking at them side by side, if the lighting's good enough, I got the lighting on blast, you can see this one is browner and this one is blacker. So they do have differences, but they're super slight. So overall, I would say the shoe is just about the same. Overall, I would say the shoe is just about the same. I'm not going to say you're going to go crazy. I would just say the one from Italy, Overall, it looks like a better quality. You don't see the glue as much, but you know, maybe that's just the pair I got. I'm just telling you what I see. The ones from Italy, here's your Italy ones because I moved them around. Here's your China ones. If you could see in this, these are just a tiny bit darker than this, but it's pretty much the same. Now I put them on. We're gonna go. Oh man, this is going 10 minutes. If I put them on, they both feel good. They both look the same. You can't really see whether or not now, right now, this is an Italy foot. This is a China foot. Now, if you look at them from the top, you can see a little glue here, little glue here. The Italy is a better quality. I ain't gonna hold you. You guys are my family. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. The Italy is a little better quality. Is it a deal breaker? No. Okay, look. Don't forget which is which, right? Did you guys forget which is which? This is Italy. This is China. Italy, China. The China one, see the glue? Glue, 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 glue. Italy, no noticeable glue. Italy, darker. Can you see it's darker? This, little blacker, little browner. Is it a deal breaker? Can anybody notice it if they weren't side by side? No. Overall, still a good shoe. The Italy, can I feel the heel? I'm saying, if you got them on your feet both at the same time, you're going to feel like the Italy feels like it's a little tiny itty bit, taller. It's going to feel like a little bit more cushion. You know what I'm saying? Gotta dance for y'all. Y'all like when I be dancing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that Italy has a little bit more cushion for the pushing, but it's basically the same shoe. If you get in the new China ones, you're going to be satisfied. If you ever do a head-to-head with somebody, there are tiny, itty-bitty, teeny weeny bit differences. Overall, I still love the shoe. I still rate it high. It's good, but you do see differences. And thanks for tuning in, y'all. Bags, shoes. Thanks for tuning in, man. Peace. You guys take care. All right. Bye.